All right, we are back. Let me get behind the desk here so I can properly greet you. Why, hello there. It's amazing. This phone goes both ways, don't it? How's everybody doing? It's good to hear from each and every one of you. I hope everybody had a great New Year's and a great Christmas and a great, well, everything in general. But anyway, welcome one and all to TV Land for our first TV Land stream of 2024. Of course, as always, got to do this. Telling you. Everything just does not want to load up. But anyway, welcome one and all to TV Land. I'm TV Antenna. I hope everybody is having a great day. Hopefully, everybody is staying safe, staying healthy. And all my tags are gone. Nice. It's amazing when I'm thinking about streaming from my phone, takes away my tags. Hooray. I still got much to learn streaming on Twitch. A part of me wanted to stream a little bit of my Dave and Buster's experience on Twitch. I just didn't know which category suited it. But, well, to be fair, I can never find 10 tags that best befits these streams, so it'll probably give me a chance to rethink that. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. I am TV Antenna. I hope you guys have had a great holiday season. It's been busy for me because my mom worked out for me to work at her place while I was in Myrtle Beach. And while I could have squeezed in one more stream at Myrtle Beach, I decided to wait until I got back here to North Carolina. So that's actually what I decided to do. But now that I'm back in North Carolina, I can stream. My brother can stream. Everybody that wants to stream again can stream again. I think my brother is going to wait until probably next week, but we shall see. Sometimes I never know when he streams until I see him front and center on Twitch. It looks like he's going to stream Sunday night. That's what he's going for. Okay. So I guess you'll be hearing him on Sunday. Let's hope that comes to pass. But anyway, I do have a little PSA before we get into this thing real good. I do want you to know before anybody else, so that you'll hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Um, I will be leaving Discord. Um, it's been a fun ride for a year plus, but I think this is the best thing for everybody. Um, Not just for my online friends, former and present, but for my IRL friends, for my family, for my coworkers, and everybody. I just think it would be best for everybody if I depart from Discord. I know this will mean I will lose touch with people, um, uh, but given that Discord just isn't the healthiest environment in the world, um, given that some of my friends, um, both IRL and online, haven't had the most pleasant of experiences in Discord, kind of in an effort to put it gently. Um, I think it would be in everybody's best interest for the sake of my mental, emotional, and psychological health that I've been working for almost 2 years now to get back to par. Um, I've decided to exit Discord. Now, you'll still keep in touch with me on. You'll still get to keep in touch with me on YouTube, on Blue Sky, on Instagram, and on YouTube. I don't think I'm going to leave those platforms just yet. Although, if Blue Sky continues to go in the direction that Twitter is going, because it's slowly but surely being pulled in that direction, I will probably exit Blue Sky as well. It is beginning to look like I'm getting the random followers on Blue Sky that I did when I was on Twitch. Both times that I've used Twitch since streaming. Do I keep saying Twitch? I'm sorry, the Tweeter. Both times I've been on the Tweeter, I would get bot followers and, bot DMs and things like that. And sometimes they'll sift onto my Discord, and now it's infecting Steam. So it seems like bots and scammers and whatnot are everywhere now, and that's not, and that's one of the main reasons why I don't have commenting on when it comes to my YouTube content. It's not because I don't value your output, I don't value your feedback at all. It's because of the fact that you get all those random comments, um, that link you to some malicious link, and as a consequence, it just seems like it, for some people, it even clouds everything and clutters everything to where you can't even tell the real from the bots. So I just don't have the energy, the time, or the mental or emotional health to combat that. So I have the comments turned off. So, but that's why I'm leaving Discord, because I'm basically fed up of the bots, the scammers, the people that are trying to break into your account, things like that. And Um, Sifting to other platforms like Blue Sky. At one point, Instagram was really, really bad, but I think that's calmed down, thankfully. But it's pretty much everywhere now. So, um, but it seems like on platforms like Discord, it's worse than pretty much everywhere else. Um, and again, it might be the case where I might have to um, leave Blue Sky because now that spirit, if you will, is beginning to sift onto my Blue Sky. But I'll give Blue Sky maybe a few more months because there are certain nuances with it that's making it starting to behave like the tweeter. Because what was odd was when I was on the tweeter, uh, about at least pretty much every time I would post that I'm live on Twitch, I would get random followers and likes. Um, and that was kind of suspicious to me. Because I'll post something else and the bots and the likes wouldn't come, but then when I post that I'm live on Twitch, the bots and the followers would be hitting buttons. So it's sad that at least that element has shifted onto Blue Sky, and we can only hope and pray that some of the other elements don't sift onto there, or else I'll probably feel unsafe there too, and probably abandon Blue Sky. So I'll give it a few more months, probably maybe until Easter, maybe, at the very latest. But um, that will be where I stand currently. Um, I will say I've had some good things come out of Discord. Um, you know, I've been a part of Don Polion's Discord server pretty much since my probably for over a year now. And that's probably been the only Discord server where I've been in that thing for the long haul. Um, and it seems like I've built a decent relationship with the stream team on the Discord. Um, and I'm fairly confident that we've established a decent enough friendship to where it'll continue even after I leave Discord. Um, of course, I did leave the Scuff Squad after settling into La Familia real good. But I still do keep in touch, albeit via Discord, with some of the Scuff Squad members, but that's probably gonna fade with time when I leave Discord. And of course, there'll be some people that I'll lose touch with after I leave Discord, which is unfortunately the case, but at least this will open me up some to things that I want to accomplish this year. Some goals and some dreams that I want to accomplish this year. So here's to hoping I do so. So I am going to be departing from Discord. So I do have social media, and there are commands for that. So if you ever want to know about it, you can use these commands here. That way you can keep up with my social media and what I do there. So you're more than welcome to jump in and we can have a good time. But that's where I stand presently with my social media, that I'll be departing from Discord, and probably by Easter, given that Blue Sky becomes as lazy as Twitter does, I'll probably be departing from Blue Sky as well. But I've been very patient with Blue Sky, and I'll continue to do so. Given that Blue Sky has so far been a breath of fresh air compared to the Twitter, even compared to other platforms, it seems like people don't want the negative energy. People don't want the political drama. People don't want drama in general there, and people seem to see that place as a more welcoming and warm environment. Um, and I do too. But oftentimes, when bots and scammers and stuff get in the way, that kind of muddies things up, even if it's the only major flaw there. Because it'll cause things to get muddied. You can't tell if it's a real guy or somebody who has something up their sleeve. So that's where I stand currently. Now, I will say the whole Discord thing has calmed down a bit, which is something I'm thankful for. Um, but still, it'll probably be the case where stepping down just is the best thing for everybody. So you can keep in touch with me on other platforms. Um, we'll just see how Blue Sky goes. And of course, I'll be on Instagram a while because I am reconnecting with real life friends there. I just needed a breather from real life friends for a little while. But I do feel enough at peace with myself to try to reconnect with those people. So, see how that goes. And maybe I'll have better experiences with my real life friends than I did before. One more thing to note, 2025 has been the year to build and to thrive. That's the declaration for 2025, the year to build and to thrive. So that's where we stand there. Hopefully, we can do that, and hopefully, we can write this year off as a success, a year where very minimal drama has happened, and a year where friendships can be maintained and, in some cases, even strengthened. You know, you can't honestly say that everywhere, but it's always your hope and your expectation that, at least in certain areas, you can honestly say that. But we'll see. It's just a couple of days into the new year. There's still a lot that I want to do, still a lot I want to accomplish. I was hoping to get some books written by last year, and I didn't. I dragged my little feet about that, and I hope this year I can write books and publish them. So here's to hoping I do that. And I just don't, lollygag around about it, and I can actually get that done. But anyway, I can further discuss this on my other platforms if you want to. Don't forget, I do have a Steam. I'm always adding stuff to my wish list or taking some away as I buy stuff. But you can always treat me to stuff, even though Christmas is long since gone. There's always a holiday reason to buy stuff. In my part of the world, Valentine's Day is just 40 or so days away. Um, so you may want to get something as a Valentine's Day present for somebody or me. But I would love to. I would love to get whatever you want to give me, whatever the good Lord lays on your heart to give, or anything like that. But anyway, I think that's all the PSAs I got to share with you today. So we are going to get into something a little bit more exciting. As you may know, I've advertised this literally for months. I've probably advertised this since celebrating his anniversary in July. But this month we will be playing pretty much entirely Jack Nicklaus games throughout really the year in general, but there's a special reason we'll be streaming almost exclusively Jack Nicklaus games for the month of January, and it is due to the reality that Jack Nicklaus has a birthday this month. This month, Jack will be 85. He will turn that age on the 21st. So he is going to be it's going to be just a celebration of longevity. But not just a sense of longevity, but a sense of perseverance, sacrifice, him being a wholesome family guy, him being a living demonstration of God's goodness and kindness to the generations that follow him, and other things like that. But there's going to be a lot of reasons to stream Jack Nicklaus games throughout the course of the year. You've got his birthday this month, his wife's birthday next month, the 50th Memorial Tournament being held at Muirfield Village at the end of May, and the turn of June, Jack and Barbara's anniversary in July, Barbara being honored at the 50th Memorial Tournament. Just the whole lot going on. So I figured let's just go absolutely crazy and stream this game right here a lot. I may pop in on a Saturday or Sunday and say, let's enjoy a nice, beautiful day at the link, shall we? Because I love this game so much. And this was actually my most streamed game in 2024. One of my most viewed games, too. So that was a bit of a surprise, to say the least. But I am going to go ahead and call it. It is going to be my most streamed game for 2025, because I am just going to be going crazy with this game this year. But, you know, it's all worth it. Because Jack has given so much. So, you know, what better way to celebrate than to play some of his games that hit the highlights concerning his legacy. So, what you often witness on some of his games is the course designing part of his work, as well as bits and pieces of his career. So it's kind of fun to get a computerized version of his creativity. So forgive me in advance if nostalgia just hits me like a ton of bricks. Because this game is very, very special to me, and I enjoy playing it. It's been a favorite of mine since I was growing up, and it's still a favorite of mine at 32 years old. In my mind, there has not been a golf game like this in the before time or in the current time. So definitely for sure you're going to see me stream this game a lot this year. So hope you have fun with that, and hopefully we'll get to cheer computerized Jack on and cheer computerized me on as we hit some good shots. Feel free to do whatever the virtual version of the golf clap and cheer looks like in chat. You know, often welcome emote dispensing. So whenever I hit a good shot and you see me hit a good shot on stream, you be sure to let those emotes fly. I really don't care. So let's get this show on the road. So here we go.
Hello, I'm Jack Nicklaus. Welcome to Golden Bear Challenge.
Here we are, y'all. Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge. You can see all the photos of him. This is him with the course design blueprint. And that's a picture of him after winning, well, in the process of winning the 86 Masters. And this is him when he won his third medal jug, which is their nickname for the British Open trophy. So, saved up a lot of great shots this past year. Well, this past year and a half, really. Because I streamed this a couple of times, July 2023 as well. So I saved up some shots there. So there you go. So lots we've accomplished this past year with this game. So here's to hoping we accomplish a whole lot more. And here we are. And thank the Lord it used the tune that I really, really like. Don't you love it when they use the jingle you like? But since I've streamed this game, I've designed a couple of golf courses. If you're ever interested, we'll use the golf course design and I'll walk you through that. Because this game did come with a course designer. Very detailed and everything. And I'll be happy to walk you through it. So if you're ever interested in that, let me know on my other platforms and we'll just walk through it. But a lot of these golf courses are courses he designed, sometimes in conjunction with other people. Um, some of these, some of his players have designed, because there have been people all over the world that played these games and designed courses and even got recognized for them. So there you go. And of course, two of these are courses that I've designed. So there you go. I don't know why the tune is acting crazy. It's a crying shame too, because that tune is so cool. But when we played this game in September, we played this course, which is featured in Canada. It's at a place called Whistler Valley, which is a 2-hour drive from Vancouver. British Columbia is a huge commonwealth in Canada. I think it stretches like hundreds of miles long. And so this is kind of a little fish in that big pond, so to speak, and it's a beautiful golf course. Of course, you got other places like Sherwood Country Club in California, Shoal Creek in Alabama, Muirfield Village in Ohio, Mount Juliet in Europe, Monte Castello in Spain, Lake Las Vegas in Nevada, Hualali in Hawaii, English Turn Country Club, Country Club of the South in Georgia, Colleton River in South Carolina, Cochise Desert Mountain, Cabo de Sol in Mexico, and of course, again, other courses that have been built in earlier Jack Nicklaus games that I was able to get vetted over here. Let's do a little derusting. I mean, I could talk a lot about this stuff. Well, let's give the laptop some relief. But we're going to start at Arctic Fantasy. And working on tee shot, apparently. That's why I always do practices so I can fine tune everything. Game's being a little weird. Either that or my screens are being a little weird. Yeah. Consider this the driving range of the North. Oh, I had some drop frames. That's why my screens were acting kind of nuts. Interestingly enough, it's acting normally on my other screen. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Oh, yep. I think that's a keeper. I mean, watch this. If I hit 100 more balls, I would probably not get it that close. But that was, look at that. If it had a bit more roll to it, it would have just dropped in there. Pretty interesting there. I sunk it for an eagle. Don't forget, my brother and I will be collaborating some this year as well. Trying to see how consistent I am. That's what I look for in this aspect of de-rusting, is how consistently can I be accurate, because you can be precise and not be accurate. Accuracy and precision, are always two different ball fields. Matitude, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Always a pleasure to see you here. Happy New Year to you. Hope things are going well up there in Canada. God bless you for being here. How's it going? Yeah, so obviously we're probably going to end up using a 2-iron on medium trajectory, which is perfectly fine. We can work on our chip shots while we're here. See how consistently we can do that. We were able to get 2 of them within inches, and then this one just dropped in the hole. See, I knew with slight adjustments you can actually hold chip shots. Just slight adjustments here and there. There we go. Yeah, keep practicing until you hole them. That's basically the rule of thumb at this point. I'm just messing. But it looks like 2-iron with a medium trajectory is usually what um, gets us the most favored results. Don't forget, this is how you can edit a golfer. You can set your skill here. You can select your natural shot type. You can select your swing meter speed. And you can set how strong and how weak you want it. And here are the clubs you can select. Of course, I learned a little cheat that gets you all 20s. And this is the golf course we're going to be at a lot. Because they'll be celebrating their 50th Memorial Tournament. End of May, early June. So we'll have a little bit of fun with that. We'll have a lot of shots in the trees. And of course, the tees will be a bit lopsided, and that might affect our shot a little bit. No, I'm not going to try to hole it this time. But I do want to get them all close. And plus, I want to try it from various different angles. And see if it bounces and then comes back, that's okay. And there are a lot of options here. What I did when I played an actual tournament here was I laid it up short of the water and then, go from there. Every now and again you feel risky and want to do something like this. Except If you mishit it real badly, you end up in the drink. Like that. Or you end up mishitting it in the other direction. But, yeah, this is the reason why I don't take a lot of risks in tournaments. Because you really have to be careful with those. So, what I often did was laid it up short and then hit it over the water. And you know, I try to practice my long range putts too. Also, those long range putts, you gotta learn to lag them close. You're gonna do well. And if you're consistently able to hit them close, then that's a blessing for sure. See how I'm consistently able to hit them close? It's just a matter of how gentle or how firm I need to be. See, there you go. Just make slight adjustments here and there, and ultimately you get it. I mean, in tournaments, being on the green is a good thing. But the key integer is getting it close to the pin. Because if you don't get it close to the pin, you don't get a lot of birdies that way. See? A little bit like that. Now, I've only hit it to the end of the dog leg. That's mostly because you don't want to be super duper risky on dog legs, because it'll end up hitting trees. I mean, I could do this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Because again, look at all those trees right there. That's basically a nightmare waiting to happen. I mean, imagine if I did this. See? Did you just hear that? Trees, cart path, bing, bang, boom. So that's why you don't take a lot of risks like that. So what I did was I would try and bring it around the dog leg so I can carry it. See? Something like this. But even at that, I would have to club down. Because if I'm not careful, I'll overdo it and hit it over the creek, over that fairway, and just, you know, go nuts with it. So that's why what I did was I clubbed down, and I used to club down to like this and try and hit it in that area of the fairway, but I've clubbed down even further, like this. The only problem is you can't hit it at full magnitude, because 175 took you to the creek, so you have to hit it short of 175. But you can always make adjustments if and when you can. Like try and bring it around town. The only problem is if you mishit it, it kind of thwarts your plans. But at least this time it stayed dry. Not a good shot, but at least it stayed dry. See? Now you're in the short grass. I mean, you're about 214, which means you'll have to take a proverbial shot in the dark. And I ended up on the green. And you can hear Gary already. Don't be greedy. Put a 2-putt. You realize it breaks slightly? So there you go. Again, it can be a time where you might have to club down. So I went with a 4-iron. And there are times where you have to do that. Jack will tell you that there were times where he had to do that whenever he would play major tournaments. Like, for example, he recalled in the 1966 British Open that of the 64 par 4 and par 5 holes, he only hit a driver 17 times, and often other times he either hit a 3-wood or a long iron. And that mind over muscle mentality, as he likes to call it, helped him to win. So in a lot of cases, that's what we have to implement here. Keep in mind, sometimes these shots end up just ballooning up. With that wind in the face a little piece. And it is possible to play golf in breezy conditions. You just have to know that the wind is going to guide the ball. There you go. I hit it within 5 feet. And there you go. Now I hit it within 20 inches. We're going to go with a 3-iron off the tee. Now we got 237. Go with another 3-iron, maybe. I mean, we can work on our sand play at some point. Right now, I'm just working on being a healthy combination of accurate and precise, because sometimes it's necessary. And there you go. See, always make adjustments where necessary and you'll hit a good shot. And you have to be careful with these putts. And there you go. See, it was uphill and left to right. So you have to adjust for both. And there you go. See, you want to hit it close, because if you don't hit it close, you don't score low. Now, I used to be a big risk taker here. Because I knew, rule of thumb was to get it over the water. And I wanted to do that in one shot. Of course, you couldn't miss-hit it too badly. That's why I often didn't take the risk. Of course, because the tee's a little lopsided, your shot will be affected. Plus, you have to keep in mind with drivers, you'll get a run to it. So if it ends up on the fairway, it's just going to bounce and run. And with the green, it's going to bounce and run. See? Never underestimate the bounce and run. Even if it hit the front of the green, it would just roll and roll and roll. Although that was actually pretty good. Let's look at it again. So you have to know everything about this hole from the tee to the green in order to hit a decent shot. See, since the green breaks and slopes, it'll take your ball. And now the challenge is gauging this putt. As you know, if you hit it soft, the break is going to take it. And the softer you hit it, more the break is going to take it. But there's comes a time where you could move it a little bit this way, one way or another, and get away with it. Yeah, but the bottom line is every putt is makeable. You just got to know what it takes to make it. And that was the front nine of Muirfield Village. Alright, it looks like we're close to our ad break, so we'll go ahead and administrate one, and we will return. So don't go away. You know the drill here at TV Land. Take care of yourself. Go grab you a beverage, get you a drink, and we will return. All right, we have returned. Welcome back to the stream. We are still at Murfield Village. We just finished the front nine, and now we will commence with the back nine. Hey, I love this course. And of course, we could play trial and error with the tee shot if we wanted to. Like, if there's still a lot of fairway, by the looks of it, we could up our way to a 1-iron and see how well that goes. Or we could up our way to a 3-wood and see how well that goes. Of course, too far and you'll end up in the rough. That's where the mind over muscle comes in. This is below the hole, so we have to give it plenty of steam. And realize in some cases the wind is going to take it more than we anticipate it. I think the wind lightened up, and that's why they're not going to the left or blowing it to the right. But we were able to get one within about 5 feet, which is pretty good. And there you go. Got that sucker within 2 feet. Of course, since it's uphill and breaks, there you go. Of course, there are 2 creeks on this hole. Well, actually, 1 creek, but it's in play all throughout the hole. Since it's a little bit above the hole, I'll go with a 1-iron. And there you go, it's in the fairway. Of course, sometimes trees come into play. And you kind of have to navigate around them as a consequence. Of course, the key is to barely get it on the green, because often with these long irons, I almost said short irons, but often with these long irons, they like to just bounce and run, some more than others. Almost surreal. Of course, you can keep practicing it with us being in practice mode. And of course, we're not looking for a very short eagle putt here, obviously. We just want it to where we can safely 2-putt for birdie and not have to 3-putt for par. That's the object here. So that from there, he 2-putts for birdie. Of course, you can still work on your tee shot. Of course, you can work it out to where you don't have trees in the way. And that's actually a good one right there. Less than 10 feet. But yeah, the object of the game is get it to where you can safely 2-putt for birdie. Because if you're not careful, you can end up with a 40-footer, and it makes it very easy for you to 3-putt. Of course, this is below the hole, wind to the face. So you have to kind of give it a little bit more punch than you normally would. course, I want to challenge my persistency. And I'm on the fringe. There were a couple of times I was able to get it within less than 10 feet, which is good. And there you go. There's another case I got at less than 10 feet. Yeah, you want it to where you can either birdie it or two-putt it for par. You don't want a three-putt for bogey. That's going to wreck your score. Of course, the green is not that overly sizable. There's another less than 10-footer. See, there's another one less than 10 feet. Challenge is to consistently hit them less than 10 feet. If you can do that, you're going to do well on this hole. So don't let the water intimidate you. And of course, the green is wide. It's just the length of it. Been having to challenge my consistency here. That's another good one. Wow. 4 feet. I've been able to hit several less than 10 feet on this hole, which is good. And this is another one where I take a big risk. There have been times where I've hit it on the green. But I think instead I'm going to go with a 2-iron. There you go. Safely on the fairway, snug as a bug in a rug. Of course, there is the matter of the approach shot. That's a good approach shot. Of course, I have higher expectations when I'm this close to the hole. Because in your mind, the object of the game is the closer you are to the hole, the closer you want to get to the hole. Because the hole is the goal. Now, what I normally would do, I've actually been able to get on that green with a 3-iron. But I like trying different kinds of shots to keep my options open, like what would get me safely on the green. I mean, I know I could do a 3-iron with low trajectory, but what else can I do? Just in case there's a headwind, just in case the pin's positioned at a different place. That's always what I'm working out in this game. See, look at that. Safely onto the green. But you know, it's still 254, so you could be like, okay, let's try that medium trajectory. See how well that goes. And it could be a difference of a few yards. Or you could end up in the bunker. Of course, the object of the game is not to get an eagle. The object of the game is to see what's a nice position you can get to where you can birdie the hole. There you go. That's in good shape. So we were able to get 2 on the green. Yeah, what you're aiming for is consistency here. There's another one. So there you go. 3 ends and we advance. And that's less than 10 feet. But I've seen myself ruin it by missing the putt. So we have to work on that. Because you need to make 8-footers. So in some cases, the object of the game is to hit it a little softer. There you go. And I can hear them already. 2 great shots on this par 5, and you'll have a shot at eagle. And there we are. We're safely onto the fairway. Of course, we're below the hole, so we'll have to give it some more juice. Of course, we'll work on our approach shot here. Look at that. Our approach shot. Look at that. 7 feet. Doesn't get much better than that. See if we can hold this bad boy. And there you go. course, we were safely on the green on the first try, but Key's accuracy, we could have gotten it a lot closer to the hole. Could have been a whole lot more accurate. Now, that one was 15 feet. That's pretty good. And you want to be at a place to where you can ensure a two-putt par at at worst. And there you go, 6 feet from the hole. See? A little bit of trial and error. Of course, this is downhill, right to left. You have to play your cards right. Since you're hitting it soft, you have to play those cards right. I used to take a big risk here. See how it's so risky? Too much of a risk, and it ends up in the trees and the deep stuff, in the lake, in the bunker. That's quite a bounce off that cart path. Wow. And there you go. So you have to hit it like top of the line accurate for it to work. And I was able to get it within 15 feet of the hole. So there you go. And there you go. Sunk the putt. Now the way I did this tee shot at the 18th hole in times past is, you see that area between the trees? I would try to get it between, in that narrow area between the trees. And there you go. In that case, below the hole, 6 feet, winded to face, and very first try, it's within inches. Look at that. You couldn't ask for a better finish than that. So that's Muirfield Village. I'll show you this course at another video game. Because during the week I will showcase other games that have his name on it. But you'll see this on a couple of those games, so we'll save that for later. Let's go to Shoal Creek. This is in Birmingham, Alabama. The Shelby County side of it. I think I'm going to do high trajectory on this one. Sometimes with low trajectory, you got to be careful with it, because too much of a mishit and it just goes way out there, like in the trees out there. You have to play your cards right when it's below the hole. Probably going to backspin a little more than usual. Sure enough, it does. Of course, these greens are tough too, so you have to keep that in mind as well. And because it's a mishit, it's probably going to end up in trouble. But we'll try to get out of trouble. Sometimes the best thing to do is just barely get it on the green and then just go from there. course, we're end up in the light rough, but we can handle it. Safely on the green in 2. Again, the key is to get it to where you can safely birdie the hole. So there you go. This is the 4th hole, Shoal Creek. Good old Shelby County. All right. That's another birdie. That's going to be a miss hit. We'll see how well this turns out. Turned out pretty well. Now, when I'm in the trees like this, I try to be very creative with my approach shot. Because I know if I don't play my cards right, I will end up hitting a tree. Sometimes I do a bump and run. I was able to give it a good run too. And yes, even though it's 6 feet, sometimes you got to aim outside the hole to get it to sink. And I didn't sink it. I used to take a big risk with this. I'm still trying to figure out. So about 230. So I'll go with a 4-iron. So there you go. And there you go. That's pretty cool. Alright, since we're approaching an ad break, we are going to take a commercial. Why do I always want to say we want to take a commercial? I think I meant to say we're about to go into a commercial. And we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are playing at Shoal Creek at this point. As you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful golf course, even though this is obviously computerized. Of course, if you've been to the actual Shoal Creek in Shelby County, Alabama, it really is beautiful. And of course, Muirfield Village looks great in real life too. There you go. Now that's got some entertainment value. I didn't mean to claim a mulligan, but I asked for it. I'll aim a little bit more that way. Just once or twice more that way. Yep. Of course, this is yet another situation where you had to be a bit creative. Come to think of it, Shoal Creek was at a earlier Jack Nicklaus game as well. I want to say it was like an additional disc to Greatest 18 Holes, I believe. I think you'll see it on Signature Edition as well. Smoothly played. Okay. About 225, 230. Let's bring it down to a 3-iron. Pretty cool, don't you think? I mean, we're lagging some of them close, which is great. Here we go. Jack. Made another birdie. Sometimes I'll hit some of these above the hole shots with low trajectory. The only problem is when I miss hit it, I miss hit it. Look at how bad that miss hit was. Wow. I'd be yelling 4. And there you go. Actually, a really good finish. Really solid one. Wow, a 60. Pretty good. Now, I've hit some really good shots. I'll show you a couple. And some of these I've done in tournament play. I mean, look at that. Now, this is what I was talking about at Muirfield Village. Sometimes risk pay off. And it's a long enough green where it didn't roll off. In fact, there you go. So is that Mount Juliet. You can see another one. Another one bites the dust. I mean, I've always been fairly blessed at a lot of these par 4 holes. I remember this one. I actually saved that as a clip. Three iron from 261 at Muirfield Village. See how it bounces and rolls? That's why you got to be careful with that. And of course, I have near aces on par 3 holes too. Watch carefully. There you go. And of course, who can forget this miracle shot at hole 6 at Muirfield Village that threw Gary McCord off. He was like, oh, hard to believe. But yeah. Here's another one at Shoal Creek. Oh wow, is the internet on the fritz again? I'm like dropping frames like crazy. All right, are we back? How are we doing? Are we high-fiving each other again? Apparently we had to reboot the router or something. I just wasn't aware of it. It happens. Sometimes routers get rebooted. Can you imagine routers getting rebooted? That's how it works. Sometimes routers get rebooted, sometimes OBS takes a crap on you, and sometimes other things happen. But that being said, I guess this works out all right, because I think this might be where I'll end it. But I just wanted to show you, because we've had some new followers between July and now. So I wanted to show y'all some stellar shots I've made in past months. Since some of y'all weren't here to witness some of that. So there you go. That was weird.
This is Jack Nicklaus saying goodbye and thank you for playing Golden Bear Challenge.
That was weird. But then again, OBS and the internet here and everything else has done weirder things than that. So this is practically nothing. But still, it's just weird when it happens. OBS just goes on the fritz. And the internet just goes on the fritz. Pretty much, there's going to be a time one of these days where everything is just going to fail. But nevertheless, this is actually our first stream of the new year, and I would consider it a mild success. But I showed you a couple of courses designed by Jack Nicklaus. And that was Jack Nicklaus 6 Golden Bear Challenge. We'll be playing it a lot this month as we bring in Jack's birthday, which is, now that we've crossed over into the new day, 18 days away. So we'll be playing a lot of Jack Nicklaus games in the days and weeks to come. I think the next time I'll be streaming, I want to say probably Monday night. And when I stream Monday night, I will go ahead and let you know that I will be streaming Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for Mario Monday for the month of January, since we'll be playing golf games. So we'll be taking Mario out to the links. I think what we'll do is we'll do some derusting, try to get used to the controls on the Dolphin emulator, kind of get that reestablished and revetted. And then what we'll do is Tuesday night, we're going to play Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf. And we'll try to showcase two versions in one stream if I have the energy for it. I'll showcase, yeah, the internet's really on the fritz. Either the internet or OBS is just on the fritz. Yeah, that thing's falling apart again. But anyway, I was thinking maybe Tuesday night we will showcase Jack Nicklaus greatest 18 holes of major championship golf Tuesday night, and showcase two different versions of it. I was thinking the NES version and the PC version. We'll showcase both of those. The PC version gives you a lot of really cool options. So I think y'all will have fun with that, because, you know, the PC and Mac versions came with subsequent course discs. So you got to have some fun with that. And then Wednesday night, after I get home from work, we'll showcase the Game Boy version, the black and white Jack Nicklaus Golf, which includes Muirfield Village. And then I figured Thursday and Friday night we can play Golden Bear Challenge. Maybe next Friday night we'll go ahead and start the season, because I saved up the season from July, and I figured since we got the season from July, we can just try and play through that again. So there you go. We'll just have some fun with that. And given that I don't drop frames like I'm doing right now, we'll have some really cool quality fun. Maybe OBS is taking a crap on me again. I don't know. But one thing I do know, TV Antenna is butting out of here. So let's see who we're going to raid into. Tell you what. Let's raid into Jennifer Sannett. I think that would be pretty cool. I think it goes without saying that OBS is very likely taking a crap on me. Because apparently it's coming out fine on my end, on the Twitch end of things, but OBS is just being OBS. I guess it happens. But let's bring the party over to the legendary Insanity, known to some as Jennifer Sannett. She is a musician, a comedian, and she is a miracle. That's my way of describing her. She is a miracle. But she's very warm, very hospitable, and very fun to hang around. Has that comedic flair to it. So if you love comedy, you'll love Jennifer. If you love lovely beverages, you'll love Jennifer. If you love singing, you'll love Jennifer. If you love playing games, you'll love Jennifer. So be sure to give her the same love, care, and hospitality there that you've done here. And she will do the same for you for sure. But definitely give her some love. And I will see you Monday night. So have a great weekend. Know you are loved, valued, and appreciated. Remember, Jesus loves you. We here at TV Land do as well. So have a great evening. Rest well. And I will see you guys Monday night. Take care.